welcome to the deep dive. Thanks for bringing this resource to the table today.
Happy to. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, it looks fascinating.
Yeah.
So today we're diving into a reading comprehension activity for second graders, all about the Freedom House ambulance.
That's right. An incredible story out of Pittsburgh.
Right. So our mission here is to really unpack this specific flip book activity. We want to understand its value, both for building reading skills and connecting kids to this, frankly, really important piece of history.
And that history piece is crucial context, isn't it? The source material highlights a time when emergency services, well, they just weren't reliable everywhere, especially in certain communities.
A big gap.
A huge gap. And in Pittsburgh, you had these pioneering Black doctors and community members seeing this need. They didn't just start an ambulance service. They created Freedom House, highly trained, professional, really groundbreaking stuff.
Okay, so this resource, this activity, uses that story. It's a reading comprehension flip book. Tell us, how does this actually, work for a second grader? Sounds pretty hands-on.
Oh, it is. Very hands-on. Engagement is sort of the core principle here. So the students read a story about Freedom House Ambulance, written in a way that's right for their age level.
Okay, makes sense.
Then they're prompted to answer those key comprehension questions: who, what, where, how, why, based directly on what they've just read.
But it's not just writing down answers in a workbook, is it? This is where it gets clever, with the ambulance shapes.
Exactly. They get these templates shaped like ambulances. For each question, say, who were the helpers? On one side of the ambulance shape, the student writes their answer from the text.
Right.
And then on the other side, they actually draw it. They draw their answer. So they might draw the helpers or the ambulance itself or maybe a map of where they worked.
Wow, they draw it too. I love that, reading, writing, and drawing. And then they cut these out and staple or tab them together into their own little flip book.
Yep, that's the process.
That whole multimodal thing feels really powerful, especially for 7 or 8-year-olds.
And there's a solid educational reason why it works so well. It directly targets key second grade reading strategies, asking and answering those W questions plus how. That's fundamental for pulling key details from informational text. It's right there in the standards, like CCSSRI Bot 2.1.
Gotcha. So it nails that standard. And describing or recounting key ideas, another big goal, right? Like in SL.2.2.
Yeah.
That must get reinforced too.
Exactly. Because they aren't just finding the answer, they're processing it textually and visually. Drawing it forces them to really picture the detail, which helps comprehension stick in a different way than just writing alone.
Okay, let's talk benefits then. This seems like a win for several groups. For the students.
Well, beyond just better comprehension, the drawing and the building aspect make learning fun, genuinely engaging. It turns practice into a project. It's especially good, I think, for kids who might need a bit more support or find traditional worksheets less motivating.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
And for teachers, I can see the appeal.
Oh, absolutely. For you as a teacher, it's this ready-to-go package. You've got the story, the questions, the template, and it's aligned to those crucial standards. It's a huge time saver, but also